Yo, what's going on everyone? My name is IshiT, and in this video today we're going to be talking about my thoughts and opinions about the Modern Warfare beta. Now if you guys like this video, please make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to hopefully bring you more Modern Warfare content in the future, all depending. But today I want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions about playing the beta. Now I did play the open beta for PS4, but I didn't record a whole lot of footage there one one of the reasons being is I'm not very comfortable on a PS4 controller, so I played like absolutely ass cheeks. So I wanted to play on a console that I could actually use, which I prefer the Xbox One controller over the PS4 controller. The PS4 controller makes my fingers feel a lot cramped, which makes it really hard for me to play games like first-person shooters. But yeah, so let's get right into the video. So, what are my first thoughts and opinions? Now, if you guys look at the title, it says that like I'm kind of 50-50 right now on the game, as there's a lot of things I really do like about the game, but I feel like at the same time there's just some things I just really don't like. So let's talk about like just how this game runs. On a base Xbox One, which is what I have, I feel like this game just does not run really that well. I feel like if you have an Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, it might run a little bit better, a lot more smoother compared to the base consoles, because I feel like just running around and stuff like that was just at 30 frames per second, just who knows, maybe even less than 30 frames per second, it just was not going. It just did not look well, it did not feel well, and it made playing against like PC players who have setups that can run, Call of Duty Modern Warfare at 60 frames per second or higher. It just made it a lot more difficult. So that's just kind of where I stand on that. But now let's talk about the actual overall gameplay and stuff like that. First of all, the first thing I want to talk about is that Infinity Ward, fix your fucking spawns. The spawns in the beta are fucking atrocious. Like, I have seen some bad spawns in fucking Call of Duty. Like, listen, I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty fucking Black Ops. I have never ever had spawns this bad. Like, you guys will see at some point I recorded some gameplay footage where I spawned literally right in front of an enemy and he shot me immediately. There's nothing I could have done about it. I just got spawned just right in front of this enemy. And it's happened to me before. But it is just fucking ridiculous how bad these spawns are. Like, I expected them not to be the best spawns, but the fact that they are this bad is just absolutely atrocious, and they need to be fixed. This is like the big thing that needs to be fixed, because the fact that enemies are spawn camping and killing me out of spawn is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's not to be excused. But there's that. So another thing is that I don't know if it's me, if it's just how I'm playing, if it's just that I'm not good at the game. Maybe someone can clarify if they're feeling the same way. I feel like I'm like unloading into people when I'm playing this game. Like, I feel like I am like putting like six, 7 shots into people, and they are just not dying, and then they put like 3 bullets into me, and somehow I just fucking get melted. Like, I don't know. Like, it feels like I'm not winning a lot of gunfights. Not because, like right there, it felt like, of course I missed a couple of shots, but it felt like that guy melted me super fucking quickly. But for me, it didn't feel like I was getting the same amount of damage off on him. And I don't know if it's just me, if it's just because my aim is bad. Like, and it makes me mad too, because like I went from using no aim assist, like I preferred no aim assist in this game, but I feel like it was severely like bringing me down in terms of my gameplay and my overall skill, and I started using aim assist. Now in this game, there's actually there's like 2 new aim assist like options for players. I'm guessing now that there's PC players playing the game that they have multiple aim assist options. For whatever reason, I don't know. I Oh my goodness, dude. Like, I just, like, right there, too, like, I feel like I'm putting so many bullets into these people, and granted, I'm using, like, right here, I'm using the M3, right there, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the spawns. Like, I literally just spawned and this dude killed me. But, again, I'm using the M13 in this gameplay footage, and the M13 has the highest fire rate of any assault rifle in the beta, and, you know, I'm definitely putting a lot more shots out, and I'm getting first shot everything, but it seems like these enemies just are not dying as fast as I feel like they should be. Again, this could just be me. I could be just crazy, but I'm just not like, I feel like the TTK. I heard that the TK, bleh, the time to kill was super fast, but it just, for me, it doesn't feel that fast. It feels like I'm unloading into kids, but they're just not fucking dying. They just aren't dying. And I don't, like I said, I don't know if this is a problem with the netcode. Also, I don't know if this is just me. Please, if someone could clarify for me, I would really appreciate it. Maybe, like I said, maybe I just need to practice, get better at the game. Another thing, hitboxes. Okay, so hitboxes seem to be a little wonky in my opinion. Again, like, I'm just going off of how I've been playing, just overall gameplay footage. But when I'm playing a game mode like Team Deathmatch, Core, like regular and stuff like that, I don't really notice it. But when I'm playing a game mode like NVG, Realism Mode, it's really noticeable when I'm going for headshots, but it seems like I'm fucking hitting everything but the fucking head. I just don't know. There's so many times when I was playing Realism Mode where I felt like I was shooting the head, but they weren't dying. Like, it counted as a body shot or something else that wasn't a headshot, and I just don't, like, it leaves me absolutely flabbergasted, because I feel like, it just feels like I'm hitting the headshots. It's like I'm aiming for the head. It feels like I'm hitting these headshots, but just nothing is coming of it, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And now, if you guys have been playing it, now, I love Realism Mode. Like, I think out of everything that they have added into this game in terms of new game modes and stuff like that, Realism Mode has to be my absolute favorite, because it's a lot more tactical, you know, it's a lot more, you know, there's no way for you to know how much ammo, you know, you have and stuff like, you know, it's a lot more realistic. It's a lot more, of course, it's a lot more realism. You know, headshots in this game, I believe, they either do increased damage or they do one shot. So if you play games like Rainbow Six Siege, then you should be familiar with how, you know, things play. But yeah, I just feel like the hitbox in this game, and it was funny too. There was a video, or I saw something somewhere, maybe it was on Google, it was something, where someone had showed off, like, when the YouTubers and streamers were playing Gunfight, how one of the guys, they had gotten a kill from a shot that shouldn't even have connected in theory. So that means there's something wrong with the hitbox, which makes me believe that right now that there is something wrong with the hitbox. I could, like I said, I could be wrong. I could be completely and absolutely wrong. And I say that because my experience might differ. You know, I'm not as good as, you know, this person or that person. I'm not as good as the, you know, Call of Duty pro players. But again, it just feels like something's wrong with the hitbox. It feels like all my shots that are supposed to be connecting aren't supposed to be connecting. Especially those headshots, especially when I'm going for those headshots in Realism Mode and they're just not connecting. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just really not honestly feeling it. Now let's talk about another thing, and that is Ground War. Let's talk about, you know, Ground War. I haven't played all the new game modes. I haven't played Cyber Attack, and I have played 20-player headquarters. Let's talk about 20-player headquarters. Let's get that out of the way. I had a lot of fun playing 20-player, 20-man headquarters, 10v10. It was actually a lot of fun. And that's coming from someone who doesn't really play objective game modes that much. Usually, I played a Slay. Excuse me. I just played a Slay, so mainly you'll see me playing like Team Deathmatch, Free for All, mainly Team Deathmatch for the most part. But I actually found myself having a lot of fun playing headquarters. 10v10, so that's pretty good. And then let's talk about Ground War. So I only played one match of Ground War, and I'm kind of mixed on it. On one hand, it was really awesome to see this 32v32 fucking helicopters flying in the air, tanks rolling around and stuff like that, and this big open map, you know, that players can play. And playing it was a lot like Battlefield. And it was a lot of fun, you know, it was a lot of fun at first, but I could definitely see that there is a lot of problems with it because I don't know, it just didn't feel right, if that makes any sense. Like, I felt as I was playing, you know, of course, you know, at the time it was feeling, you know, it was pretty fun. You know, you're playing, you know, I'm playing a Call of Duty game with this 32v32 game mode, and, you know, I was like, you know, oh, this is so fun. I really enjoy this. But after thinking about it a little bit after I got done playing, I was like, this is something I might play every once in a while, but I'm probably not going to play it quite often. I feel like this is where kind of like a lot of the people who are coming from Battlefield, you know, I heard Battlefield 5 is having a lot of problems, and a lot of Battlefield players are looking towards Call of Duty Modern Warfare to kind of be their saving grace. And I feel like this would really kind of cater to the Battlefield audience, and especially since they do have the field upgrades or the field. I'm calling them field upgrades, but they might be called something else. I'm going to call them field upgrades for now. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But the field upgrades, where you have like the ammo box, you have the deployable shield, and you have just so much more. And I feel like that's really definitely going to cater to a lot of those, you know, Battlefield players, where they can have that kind of role specific, like, oh, I'm throwing down ammo for, you know, the people who need the ammo, or I'm throwing down the shield so, you know, people can be protected, you know, stuff like that. So everyone has their designated role. But yeah, Ground War was kind of iffy for me. Wasn't really feeling it a whole lot. I mean, it was fun at the time, but I joined. And another thing I have a problem with the beta. I'm so sorry. I'm getting a little off track, but it kind of goes hand in hand. Was that for some reason, the beta was very heavy on putting me into matches like that were already going on. I don't know fucking why, but just, oh boy. And then another thing about Ground War is, like, when I went into Ground War on my Xbox, my base Xbox, I had some serious loading issues. Like, I had some serious pop-in issues. Like, like the first time I was in Ground War, the beta crashed, and when I went back into Ground War, there were some serious pop-in issues. Like, soon as I spawned in, the texture, like a majority of the textures were just not loaded in properly. I don't know if this is the same with PC, Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, but on base Xbox One, and most likely base PS4, I had some serious pop-in issues, some serious loading issues. Hopefully they can get that fixed, because that it was absolutely ridiculous. It just, like, literally fucked up it just fucked up everything, and it was just so ugly to look at, just super ugly to look at. But yeah, I'm kind of 50-50, you know, to summarize everything. I'm kind of 50-50 on this game right now. On one hand, I really do like it. I really do enjoy it, you know, when the game, you know, when everything is going well. But right now, it seems like just such a fucking sweat fest. Like, I have people, like, I'm literally getting matched up with people. Like, I don't know if skill-based matchmaking is in the beta or not, and I'm not going to really talk about that. Like, that's probably the only time you probably will hear me say that, is because it's been done to death. Everybody and their mother is, like, talking about it, getting frustrated about it, and blah blah blah. I don't want to talk, I am not going to talk about it at all. But I don't know if skill-based matchmaking is in the beta, but it really fucking feels like that I'm just constantly having to fucking sweat with these people, and in combination with just some of the problems I've been having, like, such as, you know, maybe things like the netcode. Like, I understand, like, this game is a lot more realistic. You know, we have to worry about things like bullet velocity, let's see what else, bullet velocity, bullet travel. I think that's actually the same. No, maybe? I don't fucking know. Like, you know, damage fall off, you know, these are actually things that you're going to have to worry about in this game. Like, the developers have created the game, you know, specifically to uphold that kind of realism factor. So I understand that, but at the same time, it just feels like a lot of the times I'm dying, a lot of the times I'm getting killed. It feels more like bullshit rather than me actually not being good at the game. And I hate to say that. Like, I always say that, you know, maybe I can improve some way, somehow. And you guys will see a lot of the gameplay footage. I was shooting bodies because I was getting just so frustrated because it really felt like a lot of the times I was dying. I shouldn't have died either because I got first shot. I put more bullets in. I was using guns like the MP7, which I feel like has a higher bullet velocity than, say, something like the M4 carbine. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really a gun expert. But like when I'm getting first shot off and someone just, you know, gets a body shot on me and just immediately kills me, and I got first shot and everything, it just feels like just absolute fucking bullshit. I don't know. I'm right now, I'm 50-50 with this game. Like I said, the spawn issues, the hitbox, something seems wrong with the hitbox in my opinion. I could be wrong. And then maybe it's the netcode. Maybe there's something wrong with the netcode when it comes to the game. Maybe that's why I'm dying faster than I can output, you know, then I'm killing other people. I just don't fucking know. But as of now, guys, I'm like 50-50 on this game right now. I did fully max out on in the beta. As you guys can see, I'm level 20. But yeah, I'm 50-50. I do have fun with this game when it works, but when it doesn't work, it just really isn't that fun. The spawn issues, I'm not gonna say the TTK. I'm gonna say the netcode issues, like, and then also the just hit registration. We'll say hit registration. How about that? And then just the hitbox. It just does not seem good with me. Again, I could be wrong, but that's kind of what I've noticed. But that's just me. Some other YouTubers might be completely different how they see things, but yeah, guys. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Like always, my name is HGT, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.